What is going on, nerds and nerdettes? It is your boy, Stevie B. Back to 100% no candy. The only thing that's a little hoarse is my hat. Thank you, Foo, for sending that to my mother, along with the writer's crop. But anyway, welcome to this week's haul video. And I'm telling you, man, I got a problem. Does anyone else have this problem? Is anybody else like knocking down a stack of books like this every week? God almighty. But what can I say, man? You know, I am a little, I'm out of content for mystery boxes, man. This last one you saw, that Comic Tom 101, that is the last video of me sounding like I'm going through puberty again. So no more sick videos. So that was the last one, I promise, unless I get sick again. But I powered through it. I got through it. The show must go on, right? So the show went on. Usually I would be prepared for that because I usually have a backlog of pre-recorded videos that that I can just pull them up and post them, and I usually get way ahead of the game. But man, when I was sick, I tell you, the last thing I was thinking about was buying comics and opening mystery boxes. I was just not feeling it. But I'm back. So let's get this thing started. And as always, we will start off with my weekly Midtown shipment, which is the same shit everybody gets, but maybe not. Next up is the next part I think it's part 4 of the Banner War. And this is Thor number 26 with this variant. So that's the only reason probably I'd pick up a Thor book, is if it's part of this Hulk story that I'm reading, which is killing me, because it's the reason I got out of comics to begin with, was the crossovers. Because buying books that I would normally never buy, just to continue on with a storyline. So here we go again, and I'm falling right back into that same trap. But anyway, next up, Sweet Paprika number 10. Again with the pink blank variants, but 2 more of these, and I'm done. And no more pink blanks. You think they'd have I keep saying they need to show a little initiative, put some artwork on these things, but hey, what do I know? And next up, I'm getting trolled about this a lot lately, mainly by Jedi Force, but a couple other people, because I was the guy that was quoted as saying Peach Momoko's artwork looks like something your kid brought home from art class and should be stuck on the refrigerator. I said that, and here I am. I'm buying them, and I don't know that if she's just growing on me or if she's just getting better, or maybe it just depends on what she draws on whether it's good or not, So, but I picked up this Twig number 2. And I have read number 1 already. It's really interesting. It's an interesting story. It's definitely a little fantasy story. Apparently this little creature here, his father passed on his legacy to him, was kind of an adventurer, and he goes into the mouth of this mountain, which is alive. The mountain sticks its tongue out, and he walks across and goes in there to retrieve this gem of some sort. But it's still early into the story, so I'm not sure what's going on with it. But it's kind of like a Kanto vibe to it. So Kanto kind of blew up, and I think this is showing some popularity, so it has some potential. But I did read the first one, and again, it's not really far enough into it to decide whether I like it or don't like it, but I'm giving it a chance. Next up, got Venom number 8, and this is the first appearance of the War Star symbiote suit. Whether that's a thing, probably not. I don't know, but and this has got that scroll variant. If anybody can tell me in the comments why the scrolls are getting so many covers now, or they're promoting something, but apparently I'm either forgetting or I'm not catching on to why they're pimping the scrolls out so much. But let me know in the comments. Again, Amazing Spider-Man #3, another scroll variant. I got it. I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw that, I thought it was Green Goblin. I thought they were pulling the mask off, and I was like, oh, it's Green Goblin. And I was like, oh wait, no, it ain't. What is that? And then I seen scroll variant. So there we go. Next, I haven't started on these yet. The Flashpoint Beyond books, but I am going to get them and I am going to read them. But this is Flashpoint Beyond #2, and this is the first appearance of Gilda Dent as Two-Face. Now, Gilda Dent as Two-Face, I'm having like an overwhelming sense of deja vu. Have we not had a Gilda Dent Two-Face in the past at some point? Hit me up in the comments. Let me know. Am I just having deja vu or something? But I would have sworn we had a Gilda Dent Two-Face like a minute ago, a ways back. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's just me, but man, it's just so familiar to me. But anyway, I got it. I will get the Flashpoint Beyonds. I'll check them out. Next, I picked this one up, and this is the Multiversity Teen Justice #1. And of course, I'm going to get anything Young Justice, Teen Titans, and stuff like that. But this is also the first cameo appearance of Sinestra. Not Sinestro, but Sinestra. Sinestra was kind of interesting. Sinestra started originally as an Amikami figure. I have a few Amikami figures that I bought. I think I have a Star Sapphire and a Steel that are all like female. It's a female version of Steel. But this character, Sinestra, I think, was based on these statue lines of Amikami. And they put out an Amikami series, comic book series, and she actually makes her first appearance in Amikami Girls #4, I think it is. So they've moved it to more mainstream and put it in like the mainstream comics. So interesting to see what happens with that. And Sinestro, of course, is a Yellow Lantern. It's like a female version of Sinestro, but I'm not really familiar with the character other than where she come from. Next up, I got Poison Ivy #1. You saw my other Poison Ivy #1 that I got from Big Time Collectibles. Same artist, that Warren Lau. This dude is amazing. His artwork is amazing, and I went and kind of went down a rabbit hole and looked at some of his other stuff, and he's put out some other stuff, and it's all amazing. And this is his cover on this Poison Ivy #1. This is not near as sweet as the one I got, that Virgin variant from Big Time Collectibles, but it is very, very good. So I'm turning into a big Warren Lau fan. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Lau, L-O-U-W, Lau, I think. But I'm turning into a real big fan of this guy. Next up, we got Dark Crisis #1. I will pick up all of these as well. See what they do with this. I know it's a sucker bet, as they call it. You know, you're falling for another Crisis episode or Crisis crossover, but I'm gonna get them. And I'm making an effort to try and read more because I don't get to read very often. It's time constraints really get to me. So I'm doing my best. I'm trying to read some more. You'll see that I've picked up some other stuff than I've read. But last but not least, this is, and I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea why I picked this up. Because, like I said, I'm not a Thor fan. And there's no significance to this book, but I picked one up anyway, probably because it was such a light week at Midtown for me. But it's Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor #1, and guess who did the cover again with the Peach Momoko. Now see, this one I'm not a fan of. That cover, I'm not really digging on that very much. So, but it was. I tend to pick up the variants more than I do the A covers, no matter what, because it just. I guess it's a value thing. I guess because they tend to command a little more value if something happens and that book blows up. The variants tend to command a bigger value, and if I ever decide to resell it, might get a little more out of it. But anyway, that does it for my Midtown pickups. Next up, I got to pull something out of here. Here, I got it. Okay. Next is some eBay purchases, and of course, we are back on some of that chromium goodness, and this is Fantastic Four 2099 #1. But I just went on a chromium kick, and I was like, God, Valiant can't be the only company that put out chromium books. And I mean, am I going to have to break down and buy some Valiant books? To be honest with you, if it wasn't for the fact that I would come across so hypocritical, I wouldn't mind having that Ninjak #1, that chromium cover. It is a gorgeous cover, but like I said, that's where Valiant ends. They put out some great covers, but man, all show, no go. That was their problem. But anyway, I picked that one up. And this one I picked up incidentally because I'm going to pick up #1 of this. Because it just sounds interesting for me. But I picked this ash can up of it eats what feeds it from Scout Comics. So I'm going to get #1 of this, and I'm going to give it a read and check it out because it sounds intriguing. And of course, from Comic Tom a while back, I got this digital. It eats what feeds it. So if it turns into something good, that might be a neat little addition to the collection there. And we're off on some more chromium. I had to do it. This is Avengers: The Crossing. There's no issue number on this, so I'm assuming it's a one-shot. But also, with that gorgeous chromium, just love it. And it's as shiny as the chromium is, combined with the absolute brilliance of these Comic Vantage bags, just makes that reflection just hard to get a picture of that. But these Comic Vantage bags are, they're like Mylar. I can't really tell that much difference between them and Mylar. Next up, I picked this one up, and this is. You're gonna laugh because, but this is the new Teen Titans #21, first appearance of Brother Blood, and there's another mother something or other, I can't remember, but the main reason is the first appearance of Brother Blood. Rumor has it that they're gonna be in the next Titans season, so I picked one up. Actually, to be honest, I forgot that I already picked this up, and I bid on another one. So I got another one coming in, which is fine because this one's got a little bit of a spine roll on this. As you can probably see, it's hard to get that in there, but you can probably see it. Not bad. It's not a big deal to me because it could be pressed out at home. You just pile it on some shit and go on. All right. Well, this one got mixed in with my eBay stuff, but I actually went on to Scout Comics website to get this. I should, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it already. But Brian Silverbacks posted a short little video clip on Instagram of his very first published professional comic book cover. And when he showed it, I was like, oh, dude. Now, he should be drawing King Shark, because whoever's doing it now sucks. But this is Metal Shark Bro, #1 from Scout Comics. And holy crap, that is just nasty. So, I mean, as soon as I seen that video, I went on the hunt. And I picked this one up right off the Scout Comics website. Because, frankly, they wanted more for it on eBay than they did on the Scout Comics. But that is nasty. So shout out to Brian Silverbacks. Follow him on Instagram. Amazing artist. Can't wait to see what else he's got coming. But pretty cool. And back to eBay. This one I'm a little pissed about because this didn't show up on the pictures and wasn't mentioned in the description. And I didn't notice it till I got it. But this thing is beat to shit. And I will show you. I'll get it out of the bag and show you. I do have another one on order, better condition for the same price, but it is Zen Intergalactic Ninja #0 with that chromium cover, but you can see it already. Look at that big ass crease right down the middle there, and one right across the top here. I mean, it is so bad that when you open it up, I'm not worried about damaging it. When you open it up, look at there, boom, and you can see it right down it actually breaks the color in there. So bad. So this one will go in a giveaway or something, or I'll throw it in as an extra, or I'll toss it if nobody wants it. But I was a little upset about that because I was looking forward to get it. It's such a gorgeous cover. So I was mad when I got that. Yeah, a little misrepresented. I made the mistake of leaving the feedback before I actually pulled the comic out and looked it over. And so he got away with one on me. Luckily, I only paid a couple bucks for it, or I'd be madder. But that one's trash. Next up, I got the Double Edge Alpha, and I didn't realize there was an Omega. I should have, but I went back and got the Double Edge Omega chromium cover. Yes, I'm telling you, I went on a chromium freaking binge buying some chromium, but that one's a good condition. The next, this guy made me a pretty good offer on these. I think I picked them up for 40 bucks for all of them. But this is the X-Men 30th anniversary issues. I think it's 30th, isn't it? Yeah, 30 years of X-Men, and it's the Fatal Attraction storyline with all of the hologram covers. So you got X-Force #25. But those were holograms too. I mean, look at that. Now there's like green holograms, regular hologram. I couldn't tell the difference. I can't tell. To me, that looks green, but apparently it's just the regular hologram. There are different colored holograms in there. Then I got X Factor #92. And I'm showing the hologram, not the cover. Covers. But yeah. Then Uncanny X-Men #304. That Magneto hologram. See, that one looks a little different. It looks kind of green, but kind of gold too. Depends on what angle you hold it in. But and then I got Excalibur #71. That Nightcrawler hologram. But I wanted all these. This is definitive 90s stuff. Here's an interesting thing that I made the mistake as well on this, and I think a lot of people do, but they mistaken one issue for another. But X-Men #25 with that the Gambit hologram. This is actually the issue where Magneto sucks the adamantium out of Wolverine. Whereas I always confused this issue as being the issue where Magneto sucks all the adamantium out. But it's actually X-Men 25, not Wolverine 75. This is the first appearance of Wolverine's bone claws. And he gets the nod for the hologram there. So maybe everybody knew that but me, but I always got it confused. And then, see, I am talking crap, and I hadn't even shown that book yet. I'm talking about that Warren Lau Poison Ivy book, and I ain't even got to. It's in this haul video. I thought it was in the last one. Oops, well, we're going to see it. Next up, we got Apocalypse 2099 AD, #1. Also, some more chromium goodness. Gorgeous, gorgeous covers. Oops, didn't notice that. I'll have to swap it out and put it in. Some of these I usually swap the bags out unless they're just in really good condition, which clearly this one is split open, so I'll get it in a Vantage bag. And next up, New Titans #26. This is the first appearance of Terra. So I was happy to pick that one up. Little minor key there. And funny is Mike Ackery and I, or he had just commented on a comment that I'd left on one of his videos about the Hulk book and McFarlane's run on the Hulk. He said, he commented that McFarlane's run on Hulk was extremely underrated and awfully good. And I was like, I couldn't agree more. And with that being said, I saw this, no key issue, nothing significant other than it is a Todd McFarlane cover on Amazing Spider-Man #328 with the Hulk. And I just love that cover. It is gorgeous. So this was nothing but a cover buy for me. So had to have it. Next up, some more of that chromium goodness. Evangeline Glory #1. Some more of that chromium goodness. Last but not least, from Big Time Collectibles. He actually sent this out a day earlier. That's why I thought it would be. I actually got this on Monday, so I'm actually really surprised it wasn't in my last haul video. Unless I filmed my last haul video on Saturday because I got my Midtown stuff. My Midtown stuff usually comes on Mondays, but for some reason the last couple times it came on a Saturday. So I may have filmed it on Saturday, and that's why I got confused. But this is Warren Lau's Virgin variant of Poison Ivy #1. And let me tell you something, man. The video is not going to do this cover justice. That is one of the most gorgeous Poison Ivy covers I think I have ever seen. But it is absolutely gorgeous. So this is definitely a keeper for me. Go down in one of my favorite covers, along with last year's #1. Did I take her off the wall? I did. I took her off the wall. I gotta add another row up here and here, and possibly another row down here, because I got more books that I had to take my Bloodshot and my Venom slabs off the wall because I don't want to make a whole row for just 2 slabs. So who knows what I'm going to do with those. But anyway, that is my haul video for the week, man. Let me know in the comments, what you think about this week's haul. You think I wasted my money, or answer some of them questions that I had. Let me know what your favorite book is. I'll come back Monday. The next mystery box unboxing. Make sure you tune in Monday for that one. We'll go back to my buddy John over at JC Comics on Instagram. I just got off Messenger with him, and he's building me another $50 mystery box. And as always, his stuff is fire. So if you aren't following JC Comics over on Instagram, I suggest you do so if you want to buy a mystery box that's not going to let you down. You know, everybody talks about mystery box. They don't buy mystery boxes because you end up getting a bunch of shit you don't want, and that's true. That's why when you find good ones, you stick with them. And JC Collectible or JC Comics is a good one. John, he's a good dude. He takes care of you. So looking forward to unboxing that one Monday. But that is going to do it for this one. Again, before you go, if you wouldn't mind, do all those eBay things that we love to see you do. Like, subscribe, comment, share, turn that bell on so you don't miss the new stuff. But that is going to do it for this one, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.